this all comes back to, you can see the sign on the billboard, those great signs on 75 coming down here. Why won't Florida's government protect our water? And that question isn't very hard to answer, I think. You just have to look at the composition of the Water Management Board and you can figure out the answer to that one. I think the maybe more important question is, what can be done about it? That we can't solve these problems without a more robust set of environmental rights than we have now. And one of our first letters to the district about this, we made the comment that the district had been a poor steward of the springs that it was entrusted with. And I think that's the essence of the case that and the right that I would like to have as a Floridian. I would like to have the right to bring an action in court and have a court say, have you been a good steward? Have you taken care of what you were supposed to do? Have you actually protected the spring? And not have it be a limited administrative proceeding limited to a record or a particular permit request, but to look at a broad overall view of what the agency has done to protect the springs, the other water bodies we have. And to do that, I think we can look at some constitutional approaches, and Clay's already put up some of them. They broadly fall into what I would call rights of nature, an individual right to a healthy environment, expansion of the public trust, and the right of local governments to protect the environment. So right now, there's an amendment being proposed to the Vermont Constitution, which has actually been voted on by several of those little tiny towns in Vermont, and they like it. But this is perhaps the most far-reaching proposal. This is more in the mode of Ecuador, and where we actually recognize that it's not just us that has these rights, but nature itself have these rights to exist and flourish, and that people and citizens have the right to go to court to protect those nature's rights as well as their own rights. We ought to start the discussion. 2017 is just around the corner. The last time, as I understand it, in 1998, at the public meetings that were held around the state on this, the environment was the #1 issue that brought people to those meetings. We could do that again. We could organize people to come to those meetings and say they want a right to clean water, they want a right to a clean environment, they want the public trust protected.